Hello YouTube. This is Tim Canadian Comic Hunter coming at you once again with another comic book haul. Just wanted to say happy birthday to Kurt, Joker68. He's having a birthday. It's been pretty awesome. So happy birthday, Kurt. And it's pretty late where I'm filming this, so I'm going to be talking a little bit lower than usual. Anyways, yeah, I've been collecting books here and there and re-evaluating what I want to collect in the future and different things like that. So yeah, so this haul will be as the same as usual, and maybe in the future I'll have a little bit more Silver Age sprinkled in with a little more Bronze Age, books. That's what I'm kind of going for. I'm going to try to stay away from some of the moderns. I've gotten most of the modern keys that I want to buy, so I'm going to try to move on to some bigger, I guess, Silver Age, Bronze Age books in the future. So my channel might change a little bit, but I'll still have some spec books here and there because I like hunting. So anyways, just want to show you this first book. Got it at, at a yard sale. So basically it was only $1, so it was kind of cool. It's a GoBots, the coloring book, if you remember the GoBots from the 80s. I love these. I love these. This cartoon when I was a kid, so definitely couldn't leave it there. It's never been colored in, so it was kind of cool. The lady wanted 50 cents for it. It was really cool to pick this one up. Anyways, it's a pretty neat coloring book. Anyways, yeah. So on with the haul, I guess. All right. So the first book I'm going to show is this ESPN custom edition. This actually came out in a magazine. So ESPN was releasing a body issue for superheroes. So inside the this comic, it's like it's kind of like a Golden Age size comic book. Basically it's like sketches from different artists, and then they have them. I guess it's like each character has like kind of either shirtless or topless or whatever. The females are kind of turned around, so you can't see anything, but it's kind of neat. Just they have Miss Marvel. They have a lot of really cool characters like the Hulk and Iron Man, and Medusa's in there. So definitely a book to look out for if you can find it. Okay, it's an ESPN magazine, anyways. So came out of that. Next book I'm going to show is Avengers Academy: Fear Itself, number 20. Definitely a small minor key to pick up if you want to check out. So it's the first appearance of White Tiger. So she was in the Spider-Man, the animated TV show, so the newer one. And I've showed this book before. I just picked another copy up because it's a pretty good cheap book. So this is another small spec book that I was looking for recently. So there's a new video game that's coming out basically in September for PS4, a new Spider-Man video game. And one of the villains from that Spider-Man video game is in this issue as a first appearance, or first full appearance. So it's the Amazing Spider-Man 546, and it's the first appearance of the Negative Man. So definitely check this one out if you want. Small spec just for that video game that's coming out. This is the Amazing Spider-Girl number 9. So this is actually I picked up 3 books in the same place. This is not a very huge key also. This is a small key. There's a character named Moose. I can't remember the first name. Anyways, he's a character that goes to school with Peter Parker's daughter. So that would be the Amazing Spider-Girl, and basically he becomes Carnage. So the first appearance of Carnage. So in this universe, anyways. So he's down on the corner right here, and the cover appearance, so it would be 9/10, and then there's actually a cover swipe, which I thought was really cool. 12, Amazing Spider-Girl. So it's a different Carnage, different universe again, but really cool cover swipe of Amazing Spider-Man 361. All right. Then I picked up this. I don't remember what this was. I just really like this. This was a, I guess, a Role Reversal Bondage cover. So the Submariner number 64. Just a pretty cool cover. So I just wanted to own it. Like I said, I'm trying to go into this Bronze Age, Silver Age stuff a little bit. So every so often you'll probably see some of this stuff in my hauls from now on. Amazing Spider-Girl 51. This is the first appearance of the female. Well, I think it's the first female version of Electro. So she's on the cover. Another small key to own. Really nice book. Again, a lot of these Spider-Girl, Amazing Spider-Girl books, really cool to own. Really cheap, small, minor keys. It might not be anything, but if you really like certain characters, you like first appearances, definitely something to pick up. Okay, so Justice League 13. This is the variant that was pretty hot for a little bit. So anyways, because of the movie that's coming out for Wonder Woman 1984 with Cheetah on the cover. So pretty hot book at one point. Don't know what it goes for now. I picked it up for like $5. I was looking at some variants at a different shop. Here's a pretty cool book that I picked up. I actually bought this in Australia because I couldn't find copies here that for prices that I wanted. So this is a near mint copy. Ghost Whisperer. Everybody from the, I guess, from my 2000s, I guess, remembers Jennifer Love Hewitt. Yeah, I do, of course. Had a huge crush on her when I was a kid. This is the variant copy of, I think it's like the incentive variant that came if you bought the Ghost Whisperer. So probably a pretty low print run on this one. So if you want to look for this one, definitely something to look out for. A really nice cover, really cool, very Jennifer Love Hewitt. And last but not least, for these books for now, this is He-Man and the Masters of the Universe 18. I've been showing this book for probably 3 months now. I think this is my third copy I've found. Book's been picking up in heat. If you want the first appearance, it comes with an action figure or toy. That's a connecting, according to most websites anyways, that say that her first appearance was actually in a toy like comic book that was handed out in the 80s. But this would be her first full appearance, I guess, in a comic book continuity from DC. So kind of cool tone. Alright, on with the haul. Alright, some more books. And again, this is not in any kind of order. I didn't really kind of plan this out. I just wanted to do a haul video. I haven't done one in a long time. So I'll be doing a couple more haul videos probably in the next few weeks. You'll see a little bit more because I have like 3 small short boxes full of comics. So just basically I'll just show them off, show you what I've been collecting and what I've been kind of looking around for. So a lot of people know what this is. This is the all new Wolverine number 2, first appearance of Gabby, or the Honey Badger. So again, this book was hot for a quick minute. I don't know if it's hot anymore. Anyways, I found it for a cover price, so I picked it up. It's probably like my 3rd or 4th copy. Alright, so this is The Amazing Spider-Man 410. This is the first appearance of Carnage when he combines with Ben Reilly and becomes Spider Carnage. This I actually picked up. I actually had a copy of this, a direct edition. This is a newsstand copy. So yeah, just thought this was kind of cool to pick up. There is a bit of water damage on it, and it needs to be pressed. Definitely, you can see some color down here that was affected by it, but it's a pretty nice copy. You know, just Probably needs a pressing and stuff. You can see it's kind of waved, but pretty cool book to pick up. Anyways, here's another book to look out for. Captain Marvel #2, second print variants. There's a lot of these from this run anyways. I think it's her third or fourth series, volume 3 or volume 4. A lot of these second print variants go for a little bit more now because the movie dropped, so this is kind of cool. Got this one for cover. It's a really nice sketch variant. Talking about another book which I recently saw in a haul video. This is the second printing of Captain Marvel #1. This book is super hot too. Again, some reason second printings seem to be very hot. I don't quite understand why. Most shops you can sometimes find these, that's why. So I always look in the back bins and dollar bins and stuff for these second printings. Alright. Teen Titans #89. This is when Robin joins the team and becomes one of the Teen Titans, or becomes the leader of the Teen Titans. Pretty cool. This is the regular cover. Really didn't have this in my collection, so I just wanted to get it because I'm a huge Teen Titans fan. The Amazing Spider-Man 19 annual, sorry. This is a beautiful copy of this book. I was really happy I picked this one up because of the fact that I had picked up a copy of this a long time ago for pretty cheap, but it was like completely creased out and everything. This is like a near mint copy. It's super fresh. There's a couple of things on it, you know, it could probably use a pressing. This is the first appearance of Alistair Smythe. So just a small minor key villain, but really cool, nice Mary Jane cover to look out for too. Really awesome, very iconic, I think, in my what I think about it anyways. So the next book we're going to look at is Fantastic Four #11, first appearance of Aisha. Now this book is pretty awesome. I like this book a lot. Again, I picked this up because it was a newsstand. Got it for about like $5. The character hasn't been very popular for a long time because since the movies came on, they basically people have forgotten about this book, so it's dropped down in price. It's very affordable to pick up right now. And I know she's probably supposed to be in Guardians 3, so she'll probably show it will be presented again, maybe hopefully introduce Adam Warlock, which would be awesome. Alright, and last but not least from this pile of books that I picked up was Spider-Man Adventures #10, first appearance of Venom within continuity of the animated universe. So just a really awesome cover. This is probably a cleaner copy. I just wanted an upgrade copy, so I found this at a shop and I basically picked it up because it's a really awesome Venom cover. Alright, on with the haul. So my third installment of books that I had found for other more minor keys and things to look out for. Anyways, I was kind of like started picking up different variants, which I usually don't do, but I wanted to just been wanting to collect certain things lately just because of the covers. So I really like this cover. I've owned this book before, but again, I wanted to get an upgrade copy on mine because mine had some sort of like damage on the side on the top. This one is almost near mint. Really awesome. Howard the Duck #1 variant, 1 in 25. First appearance of Gwenpool. So just a really cool book to look out for, you know. It's a really nice cover too. Really like that one. Anyways, this was another book that I was kind of like searching for quite a long time, and now I think this is my second copy. So Batman 21 from the New 52. First appearance of Duke Thomas. This is the second printing. Just really awesome to get. And another book that I was looking for too for a long time. Alex the Comic Hoarder had he had AOK'd me one of these during one of I bought some books off him and he had given me one of these. Not second print. This is the second print, but the first print. This is a book I suggest people pick up. You know, the Justice League Dark. If it ever does something, this is a book and a key that people are going to want to have. Even though most people say the cameo and the first appearance of Justice League Dark was in Swamp Thing, this is the one that this is the actual first title of Justice League Dark. So definitely something to look out for. really enjoyed Justice League Dark. So, anyways, this is another small spec that I had a long time ago. I was talking about this with Star Wars and the new Star Wars franchise, the number 9 coming out. So this is the first appearance of it's Admiral Thrawn, and first appearance of Mara Jade in comics. So if you guys see this one around, definitely pick it up. It's might not be in continuity anymore, but Heir to the Empire is an iconic story, and if you're a Star Wars fan, you definitely want to read it anyway. So it's definitely a cool book to look out for. So here's a really neat book. I was super happy to actually find this book. I've been looking for these kind of books for a long time. So Zendra, this probably means not a lot to many people, but one of the first artists that I was getting into when I was in college, and when I was getting into drawing and just stuff like that, and normally I guess comic book art or even stuff like that, was this artist. And he's an artist that I think is pretty underrated when it comes to stuff he does in comics, because it's friggin' awesome. Like, this cover is awesome. So this is Louis Royal. Louis Royal he's done a couple covers. They're kind of hard to find sometimes, but you can find them. Louis Royal stuff is amazing. Just Google Louis Royal's name, and some of the stuff he's done in Heavy Metal magazine is incredible. So definitely an artist. If you want to pick up some of his stuff, Louis Royal is definitely somebody you'd want to collect if you're into lovely ladies and beautiful artwork. And this was realism before Adam Hughes was even doing realism. So it was just kind of really cool. Just beautiful photorealism on these characters. Just really enjoy Louis Royal. All right, not worth a lot either. Very cheap to get. So I got this incredible Iron Man number 9. This was, I think, the full appearance of Riri Williams. So another book I suggest people pick up before this one gets hot and blows up, like most things do. I got Inuyasha because I'm an anime freak. I love some of this anime stuff. So Inuyasha was one of those characters that I really liked from the TV show that's on Netflix. So just wanted to pick up his kind of like first, I guess, North American appearance in comics. That was kind of cool. And then I was talking to how far long ago I picked this book up, talking to Richard or Drashir's comics collecting and things. And Drashir's was talking about Pokemon, and I wanted to get the first appearance of Pokemon. And I think it's in I can't remember what magazine. I think it's in Nintendo Power that has the first appearance of Pokemon in comic book form, right? So I had to look around, and this was one of the first appearances of Pikachu. But this is not first printing. This is like a 9th printing. There's like 21 printings of this actually. So it's like super overprinted, super high book that basically there's millions of copies of this apparently in North America. I've never seen them, but there's a lot of these copies of this book. And I also picked up this one, which was his first North American appearance in a comic book. Would be Pikachu and Ash and the team from Pokemon's first animated movie, Mewtwo Strikes Back, number 1. Again, these are both newsstands. I don't know if they came in direct at this point, but pretty cool books to own. Last but not least, I wanted to leave this one, and then I'll get to my big books of the week. So this looks a lot like a Thanos cover, which I thought was really cool. I was looking around for different things from LeBron James. I want to know what his first appearance was in comics. This is his first appearance in Marvel Comics. He also had a first appearance in DC Comics. It goes for a little bit because I think there is I can't remember who does it. It's Bill Sienkiewicz or something. There's another person who does one of the LeBron James covers. It's really looked out for, but this is an Adi Granoff, LeBron James, King of the Ring. Again, this is a magazine cover. It came in an ESPN magazine, so it's pretty hard to find in high grade. So there is a bit of dings and a few issues on this, but I love Adi Granoff's work, and I'm a huge basketball fan, so I thought this was a really cool book to own. It's only about 7 pages glued together. But definitely, if you're an Adi Granoff fan, I would definitely look for this book, because this book is super hard to find and high grade. So good luck hunting, guys. And last but not least, I'm going to show my big book of the week. Alright, so I just wanted to thank the community again for supporting my channel, because you know, I don't always put out weekly videos anymore. So thank you for guys who are keep supporting me, and you know, I love checking out your videos. I try to comment as much as possible on everyone's videos. So thanks again for everybody just supporting. I really appreciate it. Anyways, yeah, so just want to say thanks. I'm almost at that 500 plateau, you know, a couple of subs away from that. I'm really happy about that. So thank you very much again, everybody who watches my videos, you know. And throughout the summer I have a lot of time off, so you'll probably see a couple more videos in between, maybe every second week or something. When I get something organized, I'll try to space them out a little bit, because like I said, I have about 3 short boxes I want to show of stuff that I've picked up, and maybe stuff that you guys want to pick up too. So that's what I always try to do, is try to help others out to find smaller minor keys if you can, and more affordable books if possible. So anyways, on with the haul. So like I said, I'm not changing my full direction in comic book collecting. I just want to pick up things that I've always wanted, or maybe older books from the Silver Age, a little bit Bronze Age stuff. That's kind of the direction I would like to go into in the future. So just more and more picking up things like that, and less more modern books, and staying away from like runs and things like that, because it's not that I don't read comic books. I read comic books. I'm just afraid to touch comic books once they're in plastic and stuff. So I usually do a lot of reading online. So if that makes sense, I'll buy the comic, then I'll read it online. So it's just something I do most of the time. So anyways, just a preference I have. So anyways, so to get on with this is a key that I picked up. I think it's still pretty affordable for most people. So if you guys are looking for this might be something you might want to look for, add to your personal collection if you're into this. I've been wanting to collect a lot of appearances of Batgirl. So the big book to have, I can't afford right now. So everyone knows what that is. So this is her second appearance, and I got this in pretty high grade, so I was pretty happy to get this. I don't know if you guys can see what this is all about, because it's a video, it doesn't really do it just. This is Detective Comics 363, second appearance of Batgirl. So it's pretty nice. Yeah, you can see that that's where the issue was with the seller, and that's why he sold it to me for the price he did. I won't go into details about that, but it's a pretty high grade copy. So there was a staple, like a staple pull, and it ended up basically having only one staple attached. So technically I think this grade would end up being a 6.0 or a 5.5, but it's still pretty nice. It's a pretty nice key to own. It's not very expensive, and I really love these old Batman things. Take off your blindfold, Batgirl. You're about to see my unmasked face. These are just kind of campy. It was like from Earth 1. So just a really cool, really, I love these old books. I was so happy to get this, and just really happy. This is, like I said, like partly the direction I'm going to go into a little bit. I'm still staying in my modern books, because I do like I like hunting and I like finding keys, and that's one of my things I do, but I'm going to probably not pick up as many fillers that I used to pick up for just covers. So or if I really like a storyline, I'll pick it up, because I just think it's a crapshoot these days with some of the variants that come out with Marvel, with the store variants, and the 20 covers for Iron Man and the 20 covers for Spider-Man, and there might be one cover I like out of them all, and I'll pick it up if I like it. You know, that's how it kind of works with me, and that's cool. That's kind of like what you do, is you collect what you like, and if you want to downsize your collection for 5 or 6 books that are super high grade and they're like super grail books, then do that. And if you like having a whole bunch of books, then do that. That's I guess whoever's preferences. But so like I said, just kind of going in this direction. But thank you for watching my video, and I'm going to stop ranting now because it just probably bores people. Anyways, it's pretty late, so I'm pretty tired. So thank you for watching. If you stayed through it or you fast forwarded it, doesn't matter. I'm just glad I could help some people out looking for some keys that are quite affordable. All right, so have yourself a good day and happy hunting, and I hope to see you guys on your videos soon, and I'll be commenting. Okay, peace.